guys, how's it going? So we are going to take and hop into this match here and just mindlessly play along. So performance, it's you know, doesn't really matter. That's not what I'm going for here. But we've only got a few hours of the Black Ops 6 beta left. I have played it a good bit, as much as I possibly could, while still, you know, working on all of my other stuff. How have we not even got a kill yet? This right here is definitely not off to a good start. But, yeah, anyway, so played it a good bit, used pretty much every weapon in the game quite a bit. To level up the weapons, it takes quite a while, so it's like there's no way if you was just playing this what I would consider the average amount that people has been playing the beta, depending on, you know, your personal schedule and all of that type of stuff. There we go. You can just give us about 10 years and we'll hop in a match and we'll get dialed in. But, I'm just now starting to use stems, so bear with me there. I'm just trying to get into the flow of doing that, because just like with Cold War and some of the other CODs, stems are for sure, at least in regular multiplayer, a big advantage. And, yeah, so, anyways, yeah, all the weapons seem pretty dang balanced out. Like, there's none, the only ones I haven't messed around with much is the shotguns, just because I don't like the way they feel. You know, okay, and that right there is the part I was talking about, getting used to stems. Like, I don't really know where the hip fire hold is yet for these things. But, yeah, sorry, keep getting sidetracked here. Yeah, the shotgun's not a big fan of those, but the guns are going to change just constantly between nerfs and buffs and everything in between that. So, you know, you have to take everything you hear about the weapons with a grain of salt and pay attention to when things are, you know, uploaded slash updated. And that's why I decided to not really put out... I did put out that one pistol video talking about the pistol, but then I realized... You know, I took my own advice for what I just said, and, you know, yeah, things are definitely going to change quite a bit. God, they just keep catching me throwing things out of my hands. But the map selection's been decent. I think there's a couple that are just really annoying to play, depending on the game mode, depending on the size. They just made Gunfight live today, and I'll be honest, I've not had a chance to play Gunfight yet, and that is... over the past few months on Modern Warfare 3, that's become one of my favorite game modes, hands down. So I will be playing that after this, but it just has come out, so I expect there to probably be some issues there. Not necessarily issues, but, you know, I doubt it's going to play perfectly. And yeah, I had tons of great games. Almost dropped a nuke twice. Almost doesn't really mean anything, but other than, you know, just... got right there as I was breathing on it. The biggest issues I've been running into, and everybody that I've been playing with has been running into, is packet loss, and just server connections have been hit or miss. That's typically always the case whenever you got betas, and I mean, that's kind of just how COD is in general. Despite my connectivity issues, as you can see over there to the left underneath, where it has the team score, that's where you'll you'll periodically see the packet loss meter pop up. Well, it's not even a meter, it just is an orange letter and it just says packet loss. But the latency's been pretty good. That's how I know that, like, my connection, most of it is not that much of it's on my end in comparison. A lot of it's on the lobby side. But whenever that packet loss meter comes up and pops up underneath of that team score there, you can really notice how you're playing and how frequently you're losing certain gunfights due to the packet loss in particular. So that's one thing that I hope is less of an issue whenever the full game drops, because there has been a couple periods, especially the very first weekend of the beta, whenever it was, you know, if you'd pre-ordered the game, that's when it was the worst. I had like plenty of times where it was just constantly packet loss, and you get in the game and you could pre-fire corners and I'd still be losing gunfights. So that right there is, I got blasted right in the face. That's the main reason I lost that one, right? But you've seen the packet loss pop up right there. You never really know when that's part of the problem. But yeah, all the weapons seem balanced out very, very well. Yeah, game modes seem pretty solid. with the graphics, because of the packet loss issue and everything else, the way the game was running whenever I first started playing it, just to make things easier, and so I didn't have to go in and individually play around with settings. Like, even with the settings all on high, it's nothing about like my PC or it maxing out anything, but the game runs smoother if you just lower the optics during not the optics, Jesus Christ, lower the video quality. Whenever you're playing the beta, that just makes everything a lot simpler for your system. And if there's any little issues with game render and stuff, you don't have to worry about it as much, you know, for particular maps, or just because, like, that's what a lot of people, you know, don't necessarily know, is that's one reason why, like, with zombies and stuff in Treyarch and stuff now, why you have to be connected to the internet whenever you play zombies. Not that we've been playing zombies, but it also goes, same goes for like multiplayer and stuff too. The some of the graphics and stuff like that is offset onto the server side, on like Call of Duty server side. And if you don't know what I'm saying, because I could definitely probably explain it better, but just that's the quick rundown, is some of it's being processed on their end too, so that's why the connection can be a little bit more shifty. But yeah, all in all, I think the game, I mean, I've been enjoying the beta. There's, other than those connection issues, I've not really, you know, have anything super negative to say about it. They have been nerfing and buffing some of the guns as things have went along, which is fine. In some cases, it needs to be done. I don't really have a favorite necessarily, because they all seem really, like, I've had great, God, tits and meow. Just drown me, bro. Oh, hello. Where'd he go? Okay, well, he just punched me right in the old nutsack. Yeah, like, all the guns seem pretty balanced. You just play very, like, slightly different. Teammate, there you go. You get some bullets in your back meat. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to the full release. I know it's going to be a minute. I really hate that there was no, just not even just a little bit of a lick of what zombies is going to be like or feel like. You know, like, even if they would have allowed you to play the first room, that's something they've never done. But I think that would be a pretty cool addition for, you know, if you pre-ordered, you know, just as part of the beta, just being able to, yeah, just get a taste of zombies. It's like the movement, what it's going to look like, what it's going to sound like. I don't know, that just seems like something that if they ever, you know, whenever they do the next one in 4 years or whatever, if they threw in, that would be really cool to see. But yeah, one thing that I have seen tossed around is, like, because of the way that this looks and plays and everything, everybody's like, you know, there's no way, like, if this took 4 years to develop, it's trash, all that type of stuff. And I can kind of see where they're coming from, but we've not seen the expansive zombie experience that they've got planned yet, or the campaign experience. So I feel like everything combined, and considering the other maps that we're supposed to be getting with multiplayer, that it does make sense to me personally. If it was just going off multiplayer, then yeah, if this took 4 years compared to other Call of Duties, that would be very sad. But yeah, also too, it's like, if you took, after not playing after not playing a Cold War for a long time, and then if you handed me this and, like, told me, like, hey, this is Cold War with some new maps added, I mean, I would probably be like, okay, because, I mean, it does feel just a lot like Cold War. The new diving, the new movements, that's not really been an issue for me. Like, I've not really utilized them much. I do like the fact that whenever you're laying down, you can roll over onto your back. That is a very cool movement. As far as diving sidewards and backways, I've dived off the map quite a few times by accident around some of these maps where, like, the edges are just right where certain objectives are, especially hardpoint. So, you know, that's something you got to be careful about whenever you're trying to slide and you just end up just diving off the map. Hello. There we go. Let's get that other stem a go. So yeah, it's like right now we're not doing bad by any means, but this is, you know, like I said, mindlessly playing. We can do a lot better. We're losing the objectives overall. And yeah, I definitely planned on coming out, like, dropping some more videos on the beta, but there's just really no need to, because I feel like they're just going to be outdated immediately. And yeah, just overall, it didn't seem like it was a very wise use of time. I think it's better to just take and play the beta. Like, for me, it was better to have played the beta and just really focused on actually playing it, the gameplay, getting used to it, just the overall player movement, and just trying to identify some of the differences and similarities You know, switching between this and Modern Warfare 3, hopping into Resurgence matches and some gunfight matches, the transition for me personally was very easy. So if you've been playing Modern Warfare 3, or really any COD, I don't think that coming over to this is going to be difficult. So like if you didn't play the beta, don't think that you're going to be in a real disadvantage if you decide to cop the game whenever it does drop. Now that you've seen other people play the beta, I wouldn't hyper fixate on any of the super negative reviews of the game. Not that I've even watched a ton of those, but yeah, a lot of those, you know, are just nitpicky for content's sake and wanting to just get clicks and views and stuff, which is understandable. But with this, yeah, overall, I'm very satisfied with the beta. I think it's perfectly on track to be a great Call of Duty. I think with this movement system, Zombies is going to play very, very well, depending on the map layouts and any new elements that they've integrated in to Zombies, such as, you know, new zombies, new boss zombies, and just kind of how the storyline is going to play out. I hope the characters are that's the other thing I'll kind of end with, is the operator skins are pretty, I don't know, some of them are kind of goofy looking. I don't know any of the operators or how that would play into the storyline of multiplayer or Zombies. That's something that's yet to be seen. But, yeah, guys, I think that touches on most everything, at least everything that's popping into the old noodle right now. So let me know if y'all played the beta, what your thoughts are. If you didn't play the beta and you've just been watching content, what your thoughts on the game is from a third-person perspective. And yeah, you know, if you're still looking forward to BO6 and Zombies multiplayer campaign, whatever it may be. But that is going to do it for this one, guys. So as always, thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you hadn't already. Check out my other channel, ProCaliberHQ, if you have not already. That's some real life content there. And yeah, guys, till the next one, adios.